chat, take this from me, right? Now, I'm not like a big celebrity or whatever, right? I think I've got like a decent following by this point, right? Like, I'm not like a major YouTuber or whatever. But if there's anything I've learned, it's that sometimes people will say stuff about you that is just stupid, but at least they're talking about you. You know what I mean? So just let them. And sometimes you can like poke the beast a little bit. But like, one of the things that's hard about staying relevant is staying in people's brains, right? People are very quick to forget about you. And if people don't have things to talk about, they tend to forget. You know what I mean? So, if you're going to be a content creator, if you see people that are saying things about you that are not true, 9 times out of 10, it does not matter. It's actually good. Okay? Like, it doesn't feel good, right? When you're, like, new to having people talk about you, beyond, like, the average scope of which people talk about you, it's kind of, like, scary. And you feel the need to, like, clarify things that are wrong, right? It's like somebody says, oh, she canceled this stream so she could go play this other video game that came out and she doesn't want to play it on stream because she hates us. It's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? When you first read stuff like that, you want to be like, no. Like, here we go. I'll overcompensate. Like, I'll play that game on stream so people don't think that I hate them, or so like, or I'll just like come out and say this or that. But it literally does not matter. And if anything, it's good. Like, I know that might sound like cope, but when people are talking about you, if they're not talking about things that are like actually damaging to you, it's worth just letting them talk. This is how a lot of lolcows get made, okay? A lot of lolcows spawn into existence because they read shit that people are saying about them and they feel like they have to respond. They feel like they have to clarify. They feel like they have to make excuses, or they have to like publicize everything about themselves so that way people understand the bigger picture. And it doesn't necessarily come from like a narcissistic place, right? It's not people trying to be like, oh no, I never do anything wrong or whatever, right? It's people that just don't know how to handle people saying stuff like that about them, right? That's why like a lot of people with like mental disabilities will end up becoming lolcows on the internet, because it's like sometimes people like just genuinely can't tell and they feel like the need to explain. And just in general, it does not matter in the sense that like it's not gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, you might feel the need to correct this or that. Maybe you said something and it didn't come out the way you intended, and you feel like if you just explain yourself better, that it'll be resolved, right? But like, that turns like the nothing burger into a, you have now put a target on your back. And that is my advice to any beginner content creators, is say you say something really stupid by accident, right? And you're like, fuck, this was stupid of me to say. Let me just clarify. Don't do that. Just ignore it, okay? Literally just ignore it. That's literally all you can do, right? That's literally all you can do. Because if you engage with it, then it becomes like an actual thing. Then it's like you're bringing that to like your audience's attention and stuff, and those people that do want to like talk about you, whether it's good things or bad things, will now like join in on this conversation that you are fostering, instead of just having their own conversations outside of your scope. If that makes sense. It's like, imagine bringing rioters into the town hall for a town meeting. You know what I mean? It's just not, you just don't do it. And some of those people that are also outside, you know, they're not necessarily rioters or whatever, right? They're just people talking. But now there is a riot inside the town hall, and you're trying to have a meeting, and those people that were just like hanging around talking about whatever just happen to be in the area, right? Those are like the casual fans and stuff, the people that just popped in that are not familiar with like the culture as much, whatever. Whether the situation is real or not, whether it is something that actually happened and people somehow caught on to it, or whether it's something you actually fucked up on, or whether it's something that is just a complete lie somebody made up, or maybe it's just a batshit insane schizo post, right? The second you bring it into the town hall, now it's a riot. You leave that outside. You leave that outside. You don't bring that inside. I've had to learn this lesson many times. I'm telling you. You don't engage. You let people talk. Because while they're outside talking, it looks to other people like it's like just a lot of people are interested in going to the town hall, right? From their perspective, it is not like it's not all a riot yet. There's some rioters maybe off in the corner, but you know, like the building's not burning from the inside, so just stop. I don't know if this makes any sense. I learned stuff because I'm stupid, because I made this mistake over and over where I was like, well, if I just explain, then at the very least, my audience that I do care about me as well, will be like, oh, well, this is actually what she meant by this. And sometimes, very, very rarely, that's worth it, right? Like, sometimes it's like, you did fuck up with something, and it is, like, kept to, like, the community, and it can be like, okay, well, yeah, here's where I fucked up, right? Like, maybe something like... I don't want to bring up any examples, actually. Never mind.